What about you? I'd like to know more about you.
There's really not much to know about me. Look at me.
I am.
Close the blinds, dim the lights, and turn the volume down low.
Oh my.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 ridiculous 50 Shades of Grey facts. For this list, we'll be focusing on the 2011 E.L. James erotic novel that took the world by storm. And we'll be listing a few bizarre, hilarious, or flat-out ridiculous facts about the franchise. Be sure to have your whips at the ready.
Thank you. The new trailer for 50 Shades of Grey. For already getting 2 thumbs up. I just don't want to know where.
Number 10. Tie-in products.
What is a party without some wine, right? A little vino. Well, the makers of the 50 Shades of Grey wine have felt the need to, of course, supersize it.
Building on the popularity of her already successful brand, author E.L. James launched a 50 Shades of Grey wine label featuring 2 flavors, red satin and white silk. Oh my.
Sounds like my kind of wine.
There you go.
These wines pick up on story elements in the novel and can, of course, be enjoyed while reading your favorite edition of 50 Shades. However, buyer beware. Some reputable critics have described it as tasting like pain and wet saddle leather. Yum.
Cheers, you guys.
Salud.
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 On a completely different tack, if you've got a little one, you can now dress him or her in the perfect outfit, the 50 Shades-inspired onesie. These onesies range from 9 months ago my mommy read 50 Shades of Grey to I'm a product of 50 Shades of Grey. Indeed.
It's actually very nice. Where are the restraints?
I think I left them back there.
We're going to commercial then. Get back there.
Number 9. The 50 Shades Effect.
It is very much, first and foremost, an erotic phenomenon, and people are going to be hungry for what's the next thing.
The story of Christian Grey and Anastasia Steele has not only stimulated book sales around the world, it's also boosted sales of sex toys.
They'd all started to rise between 30 and 70%. Again, very exciting movement. So at that point, we knew it was the 50 Shades of Grey effect.
Helping more adventurous sex become mainstream, James' novels also impacted sales of things like whips, handcuffs, paddles, and even pleasure beads significantly around the world. It seems that couples were more than ready to explore the world of BDSM as the 50 Shades effect swept through the bedrooms of the world.
But apparently it's increased the amount of sexual diseases too. Blah.
Okay.
Of course, it's also credited with causing a rise in sexually transmitted diseases, especially among the over 50 crowd. Oh my.
But the book doesn't sell unsafe sex.
Listen, this is the part of the show where I just read.
Number 8. A midlife crisis project.
How do you think your life is going to change? Have you thought about that?
No, I haven't really had a chance to think about that.
But you know it's going to.
I'm not sure how.
Well, you'll have a lot more money.
E.L. James has gone on the record as saying that 50 Shades was her version of a midlife crisis. Last time we checked, a midlife crisis typically included vast amounts of spending, a fancy car, and an inappropriate affair. Not a reported income of $95 million in 2013 alone. That's right, $95 million. More than Michael Bay, Jerry Bruckheimer, and Lady Gaga in the same period, to put it in perspective. And on top of that, Universal Pictures is also rumored to have bestowed Mrs. James with a $5 million paycheck for the movie rights to her story. Really? Number 7. Less than perfect prose.
Anna, as a character, really only has 2 default positions. When something pleases her, she'll say, "Oh my." And when something's bad, she'll say, "Oh God."
Unfortunately, 50 Shades of Grey will never win a Nobel Prize in Literature.
Over my stomach, between my thighs, with his long-fingered hands. Oh my.
This might have something to do with the fact that the words "oh my" appear in that order a whopping 178 times in the 50 Shades book series.
Oh my. Oh my.
Sentences like "her curiosity oozes through the phone" leave readers wondering if curiosity really can ooze. Further confusion ensues as the book, which is set in Seattle with American characters, is littered with British slang terms and expressions like throwing toys out of the pram and reread his epistle.
He steps out of his Converse shoes and reaches down and takes his socks off, individually. Christian Grey's feet. Wow. What is it about naked feet?
Number 6. Celebrity readings.
I don't think you're clean enough now, he murmurs. And he stops.
Because I have other plans for you, Anastasia.
What? No, my breathing is ragged.
Turn around. I need washing too.
What? Oh my, but that's not fair.
The sexcapades of a dominant businessman and his submissive college girl lover have not only inspired legions of fans to dabble in BDSM, they also whipped up several celebrity fans, many of whom have shown their love for the book through readings and parodies.
Oh, the possibilities. My inner godness roars, and from somewhere born in frustration, need, and sheer steel bravery, I push him onto the... Hang on.
Oh yes. One can listen to the soothing voice of Gilbert Gottfried as he takes you through the luscious world of 50 Shades.
Holy is this wrong? But holy hell, is it erotic?
Better yet, have George Takei accompany you on your reading journey with his signature "Oh my."
Grabbing my upper thighs, he forces my legs apart. I groan loudly, feeling his tongue circling my clitoris. Oh my.
Or perhaps you'd rather enjoy watching Ellen DeGeneres portray the leading lady in 50 Shades. Maybe not.
There's something on my lip. There's something there? Oh, it was popcorn. It's okay.
Number 5. Movie casting fiasco.
What was he like? He was polite, intense, smart, really intimidating.
There's no business like show business, and that saying could not be more true than when it's applied to the 50 Shades casting debacle. After much public debate, casting calls, and tears, Charlie Hunnam and Dakota Johnson were cast in the lead roles.
This is blowing my mind.
Unfortunately, this pairing didn't last long, as Hunnam backed out of the role in order to focus on his Sons of Anarchy part.
It's all good, brother.
Right. After much soul-searching, the part was eventually given to Jamie Dornan, a former underwear model for Calvin Klein, and lead serial killer in the popular British crime drama The Fall.
Did you have a busy night?
Quite busy, yeah.
Number 4. Online petitions.
Avid readers who describe themselves as Gracest, who spread the word like gospel.
With a fan base as exuberant and hungry as that of 50 Shades, it was only natural that dissension within the ranks would occur at some interval. In this case, the breaking point came with the official casting of the lead characters.
Is it true, Mila, that you're interested in being in the film version of 50 Shades of Grey?
No, I'm not disinterested.
In fact, a petition on change.org was launched demanding the roles of Christian Grey and Anastasia Steele be recast, with Matt Bomer and Alexis Bledel in place of Hunnam and Johnson.
You couldn't handle a woman the state you're in.
By the time the petition had closed, it had amassed a mind-blowing 93,000 signatures. The petition pushing for all Target stores to stop selling the book altogether only has 7,700 signatures. Yes, indeed.
While he's totally flattered by all the love, he won't be taking over for Charlie. He said, quote, "I'm so grateful for the fans and touched. I'm looking forward to seeing the movie with Charlie and Dakota."
Number 3. Most watched trailer of 2014.
To what do you owe your success?
I exercise control in all things, Miss Steele.
It must be really boring.
In a year that saw trailers released for Star Wars The Force Awakens, Jurassic World, and Avengers Age of Ultron, a literal teaser trailer for a little movie by the name of 50 Shades of Grey came out on top in terms of online views with 93 million. Sure, to be fair, it was released early in the year, but we guess there are a lot of hot and bothered moms in the world just salivating to catch even a glimpse of this fantasy world.
I guess I'm sexy and crazy.
The public was further teased when Universal Pictures released an extended trailer during the Golden Globes, surprising fans with enticing glimpses of previously unseen characters. Yum. 2, 50 Shades hits 100 million copies sold.
Book review section on ebook, numbers 1, 2, and 3 are your 3 books.
Wow. Gosh.
A year before its movie adaptation was scheduled to hit theaters, the 50 Shades of Grey book trilogy had already sold over 100 million copies worldwide. Think of it this way, 50 Shades has sold more copies than books like Lolita, To Kill a Mockingbird, The Da Vinci Code, and The Catcher in the Rye. It's also become the fastest-selling paperback ever and the best-selling book ever in Britain, over even the likes of Harry Potter.
For God's sake, Dumbledore, what's happened?
Quite the accomplishment for something that started as a midlife crisis project.
It's an erotic trilogy. Why these 3 books broke out, people really don't know.
Before we get to our top fact, here are a few honorable mentions.
And what do you think of mommy porn? Me? Of course I'm reading it, are you?
The Motion Picture Association of America has now officially rated 50 Shades of Grey R for strong sexual content, including dialogue, some unusual behavior, and graphic nudity, and for language.
The Damson Dane Hotel in England has replaced bedside Bibles with the erotic book in all of the 40 guest rooms.
Oh, I've downloaded all the 50 Shades of Grey novels, and for the first time, I could take some guilty pleasure and just read. I'm thinking, stop with the story, get to the juicy part. Hey Oprah, I was thinking the same thing.
Number 1. Origins as Twilight fanfiction.
Can't believe I'm doing this. My inner goddess roars. And from somewhere born of frustration, need, and sheer steel bravery, I push him on the back. Oh, wow.
Something you may not know about the world's most popular erotic novels is that the series began its days as Twilight fanfiction.
50 Shades is just like Twilight, except instead of Draculas and werewolves, you've got ball gags and full-body latex domination suits.
That's right, the main characters in E.L. James' story were originally Edward Cullen and Bella Swan, and the story was initially posted on popular fanfiction forums. As you can imagine, due to its copious amount of sex and general inappropriateness, James was forced to take it down. She then revamped the plot, get it, changing character names and characteristics before rebranding it as Master of the Universe. However, the author of the Twilight series, Stephenie Meyer, who is a devout Mormon who doesn't smoke or drink, has since stated that she won't read 50 Shades of Grey, as she considers it not her kind of book. But based on the sales, her approval isn't necessary.
It's really not my kind of book. Not my thing.
Do you agree with our list? Which 50 Shades facts did you find the most ridiculous? For more titillating top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Quiet, he orders, not taking his eyes off mine. He scrunches my panties in his hand, holds them up to his nose, and inhales deeply.